Good morning, friends. Myself Amit Mahadev Kapgate from Sri Samartha Junior College, Amravati. Today we'll discuss the topic sex-linked inheritance from third chapter of our syllabus, inheritance and variations. Okay, we'll discuss in the last video, that is the sex-linked genes. What is the meaning of the sex-linked genes? The genes which are located on the non-homologous regions of the sex chromosome. So these genes are known as the sex-linked genes. Then there is the two type of the genes, that is the sex-linked genes, X-linked genes and the Y-linked genes. We will again discussing in our last video. Then X-linked genes, the genes which are located on the non-homologous regions of X chromosome. These genes are known as the X-linked genes, and these X-linked genes which determine the traits or the characters. So these traits are known as the X-linked traits. Okay. For example of the X-linked traits, that is the color blindness, which will be discussed in our last video. Then hemophilia, which will be discussed today. Then myopia, muscular dystrophy. These are the examples of this X-linked diseases or X-linked traits. Now today we discuss hemophilia. Okay, hemophilia, it is also known as the bleeder disease. Okay, this hemophilia, it is caused due to the X-linked recessive genes, and that it is the X-linked disorders, and it is caused due to this X-linked recessive genes, which will be represented by the XH. It is the small h. This small h, it represents the recessiveness. These genes will be present on this X chromosome. Okay. Now, this X-linked recessive genes, it does not develop, or it produces, or it prevents the formations or the deficiency in the blood clotting factor, that is the 8 and the 9. Okay, these factors are very important. These are the blood clotting factors which are coagulate the blood. In general condition, when the injuries will be takes place, what happens? That the blood will be bleeding, blood will be released, but till that after the sometimes that it will be clotted due to the certain factors which are present in the blood. These are known as the blood clotting factors. Then this, in that person, in the hemophilic person, what happened? That these recessive genes which prevent the formations of this clotting factor, and then in the small injuries, then the blood does not clot, it will be continue bleeding will be takes place, and due to this disease is known as the bleeder disease. Blood will be continue flow through the that injuries, and after the sometimes the person can be dead also. So this is known as the bleeder disease. Now here the genotype of male and the female individuals in the different conditions, that is the normal conditions, hemophilic conditions and the carrier. In case of the male, especially that normal conditions, here the dominant capital H, it is dominant conditions and it is present on the X chromosome. On the Y chromosome, alternate alleles will be absent, because that this on that Y chromosome this alleles does not present here. Now in the hemophilic conditions, this recessive genes will be present on the X chromosome. This condition is known as the hemophilic, means that that person, that male will be hemophilic, and in case of the male the carrier will be absent. And in case of the female, that is on the both X chromosome, that the dominant genes will be present. So here this is the normal condition in the female. Here on the both chromosomes, that the dominant genes will be present. In hemophilic female, in female the condition will be hemophilic, that is the on the both chromosome, both X chromosome, that is the this recessive genes will be present, and this condition will be very rare, because that due to this recessiveness, in the female this hemophilia does not frequently occurs as compared to the male. In male it will be more disease will be occurs in the male, but in the female it will be rarely occur. Then the carrier females, in the carrier female it is represented by the capital H on X chromosome and the recessive gene, that is a small h on the another chromosome. So this female will be carrier. Carrier means that this person or this female can be carry the disease from one generation to another generations. Means that this carrier female means that this is the genes which are responsible for the hemophilia. These genes are present, but these genes does not express itself, so that this female is not hemophilic, but the genes which are responsible for the hemophilia, these genes are present. Okay, so hence it is known as the carrier female. Now let us see how the disease will be transmitted from one generation to another generation and from another generation to the next generations, and that how the disease will be transmitted from the grandfather to the grandson through these carrier daughters. This phenomena is known as the crisscross inheritance. Okay, let us see that here hemophilic male, it will be marriage with the normal female. Let us say its genotypes, that is the X chromosome, on this X chromosome small h means that the recessive genes, and on the Y chromosome there is not the genes which are responsible for the hemophilia. Okay, in case of the normal female, again on the both X chromosome the dominant genes will be present. Okay, so these are the genotypes of this normal female, and these are the genotypes of the hemophilic male. Now next process, that is the gamete formations. In the gamete formations there is the two type of the gametes will be produces, two type of the sperms will be produces here. One sperms or the one gamete contain the recessive genes which are present on the X chromosome, and the another gamete contain the Y chromosome. Okay, in case of the females, normal female, it is the homogametic, because that here the same type of the gametes will be produces on the X chromosome. The dominant genes will be present. Another X chromosome, that is the dominant genes will be present. Here this both same type of the gametes will be produces. Hence it is known as the gametogenesis, means that the homogametic conditions will be produces. Now next stage, that is the crossing over. Process will be takes place. Here this sperms, it will be fused with the eggs. Okay, and to produces this new condition, new offspring, and this new offspring will be carrier, because that one X chromosome there is the dominant genes and another X chromosome contain the recessive genes. So this condition is known as the carrier condition, and this daughter, it will be carrier. Then here another, that is the another sperms, it will be fused with the another egg, and here it produces the female, that is daughter, and this daughter will be again carrier. Then again next, another sperms, another gamete which contain the Y chromosome, it will be fused with the eggs, that is the female gamete, and after the fusion of this in the process of the fertilization, that is the next offspring, new offspring will be produces. It will be normal, it will be son or the male. It is the normal in condition, because that this on this X chromosome dominant genes will be present, and on the Y chromosome there is not the any genes will be produces which are responsible for this hemophilia. So this son will be normal in conditions. Then again same this Y chromosome, it will be fused with the eggs and to produces the same conditions, and here to produces the normal son. So here there is the two possibilities, and that the 50% of the carrier daughter and the 50% of the normal son. Son means that all the son will be normal in conditions and all the daughters, these are the carrier in conditions. Now in the next generations, that this carrier daughter will be marriage with the normal male. Okay, male means that other person. When this carrier daughter will be married with the another person, a normal person. Then next, that is the gamete formations. Genotype. This genotype, carrier daughter contain this genotype XH, X small h, and the normal male X chromosome, dominant genes will be present, and the Y chromosome, there is not any genes are present which are responsible for the hemophilic conditions. Now next stage, that is the gamete formation. This gamete formation, there is the two type of the gametes will be produces, hence it is the heterogametic in conditions. So one gamete, one sperms contain the dominant genes and another sperms contain the small h, means that the recessive genes will be present which are responsible for the hemophilia. And then normal male, this normal male, this is the genotypes. It produces the two type of the gametes, that is the one gamete contain, one sperms contain the dominant genes and other sperms contain the Y chromosomes. Okay, now next stage, that is the fertilization process, and that the crossing process. These eggs are fused with the sperms. These eggs contain the X chromosome having the dominant genes. It will be crossed with this X chromosome of dominant genes, and it produces this new offspring which having the X chromosome having the same genes, same dominant genes, capital H and capital H, and this condition will be normal female. It will be possibility that is the 25%. Now next, that is the again another gamete, that is the eggs. This eggs, it will be fused with the another sperms here which contain the Y chromosome, and it produces this new offspring. Then this new offspring will be male. It is normal in condition because that the dominant genes will be present, and this dominant genes, it represent the normal conditions. Then next, this sperms, again here it is the eggs. This eggs, it will be fused with the sperms, and here this new offspring will be produces. This new offspring, it is the female and it is carrier in condition because that one this X chromosome contains the dominant genes and another X chromosome contains the recessive genes. So this condition is known as the carrier. Okay, then another X chromosome here. This X chromosome means that the carrier daughter. This eggs, it will be fused with the sperms which contain the Y chromosome, and after the crossing of this, after the fusion of this eggs and the sperms, what happened? This new offspring will be produces. This new offsprings contain the X chromosome having the recessive genes, and another and Y chromosome will be present here. It does not contain any genes. Means that there is not the genes which is responsible for the hemophilia. It will be absent. So that it is the male. This person will be male. This offspring will be male, and it is the hemophilic in condition because that this recessive genes will be present, and this recessive genes, it is responsible for the hemophilia. So that here in this cross there is the male and the female. It will be produces, but here there is the possibilities of the 25% of the normal female, 25% of the normal male, then 25% of carrier female, and the 25% of the hemophilic male. So there is a 25% possibility of the normal male or the female, carrier male or carrier female, and hemophilic male. But here from this two crosses, again we will see that it shows the crisscross inheritance. Means that crisscross inheritance means again that this disease which will be present in the male, hemophilia, it is present in the male, it will be transmitted into the daughters, carrier daughter, and again from this carrier daughter it will be transmitted into the male, hemophilic male. So that here it is known as the crisscross inheritance, means that the grandfather to the grandson through this carrier daughter, that it will be crosses from male to female and again female to male. So it is known as the crisscross. Crossing will be takes place. So it is known, this phenomena is known as the crisscross inheritance. Inheritance means the transmission, and crisscross means that male to female and female to male. Okay, so this concept is known as the crisscross inheritance. It is another example of this X-linked traits. We will discuss in last video, that is about the color blindness. Same transmissions will be takes place in the hemophilia. Okay. So if you like my video, press like button, comments, and use some instructions about this video, how you think about my video. Thank you very much.